Genesis 40, Joseph interprets drive. Eames in prison. Hello, welcome to the Holy Book, Narration Bible. Today, we will learn about the remarkable story of Joseph in prison and how God used him to interpret dreams. After some time in prison, the chief cupbearer and the chief baker of the king of Egypt were imprisoned and placed in the same cell where Joseph was. One day, each of them had a dream and were troubled in the morning. Joseph noticed them and asked, "Why do you look so sad today?" They replied, "We both had dreams, but there was no one to interpret them." Then Joseph said, "Interpretations belong to God. Tell me your dreams." The chief cupbearer told his dream to Joseph, saying, "In my dream I saw a vine in front of me with 3 branches. It budded, blossomed, and produced clusters of ripe grapes. I had Pharaoh's cup in my hand, so I took the grapes, squeezed them into the cup, and handed it to Pharaoh." Joseph explained, "This is the interpretation. The 3 branches are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will restore you to your position, and you will once again serve Pharaoh as before." Then Joseph asked, "When this happens, please remember me. Mention me to Pharaoh and get me out of this prison, for I was brought here unjustly." When the chief baker saw that the interpretation was favorable, he told his dream to Joseph. "In my dream, I had 3 baskets of bread on my head. In the top basket were all kinds of baked goods for Pharaoh, but the birds were eating them out of the basket on my head." Joseph replied, "This is the interpretation. The 3 baskets are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will have you executed, and your body will be hung on a tree, and the birds will eat your flesh." 3 days later, just as Joseph had said, it was Pharaoh's birthday. He held a feast for all his officials and ordered the chief cupbearer and the chief baker to be brought before him. Pharaoh restored the chief cupbearer to his position, and he returned to serving Pharaoh. But the chief baker was hanged, just as Joseph had interpreted. However, the chief cupbearer forgot about Joseph. He did not remember him. This story teaches us that even when people forget us, God never does. Joseph remained faithful, and even while imprisoned unjustly, God used him to reveal dreams and prophecies. If this message touched your heart, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this powerful story with someone who needs to believe that God is always present. In the next episode, we will see how Joseph finally leaves prison and becomes a key figure in God's plan to save many lives. Don't miss it.